Get ready for the chaos, because the new trailer for Minions and Monsters has dropped, and it is pure pandemonium. Director Pierre Coffin is back to guide the Minions into a brand new, wild adventure set in the roaring 1920s old Hollywood. And you do not want to miss this glimpse into their quest to create their very own monster movie. We are diving deep into what makes this new chapter of the Minions universe so incredibly exciting, and what bizarre Hollywood mayhem awaits them.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we are taking a look at the incredible cinematic history being revisited in this new Minions movie. The final official trailer for Minions and Monsters reveals the epic scope of this story, detailing how these little yellow creatures conquer Hollywood, become movie stars, unleash terrifying monsters onto the world, and ultimately band together to save everything. We explore the incredible journey that takes these characters from aspiring filmmakers to global phenomenon. Now let's talk about the powerhouse behind this animated spectacle. We examine the creative team driving this massive production, featuring director Pierre Coffin, who has directed so many beloved films, and co-writer Brian Lynch, who brought the script to life. We also look at the massive ensemble cast, including Allison Janney, Christoph Waltz, Jeff Bridges, and Zoe Deutch, all contributing to this epic Hollywood remix. And finally, we switch gears completely to talk about a blockbuster that redefined an entire genre. We look at how the film The Mummy revitalized action horror and redefined Brendan Fraser's career, detailing Stephen Sommers' bold vision and the incredible success that led to a franchise revival. Don't forget to tune in right now, because Minions and Monsters hits theaters on July 1st, and we will have all the details you need to know. A new trailer for the animated film Minions and Monsters has been released, promising another wave of chaos and fun for fans of the franchise. This new entry in the Despicable Me universe continues the Minions spin-off series, directed by Pierre Coffin and co-written by Brian Lynch. Produced by Illumination and released by Universal Pictures, the film transports audiences back to the 1920s, following the Minions as they attempt to create their own monster movie in old Hollywood. The voice cast features Pierre Coffin returning to portray the Minions, joined by a large ensemble including Allison Janney, Christoph Waltz, Jeff Bridges, Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutch, Bobby Moynihan, Phil Lamar, and Trey Parker. The plot centers on the Minions' quest to find real monsters to feature in their film project, resulting in a chaotic blend of comedy and classic Hollywood filmmaking styles. The project was first unveiled in 2024 following the release of Despicable Me 4, with Chris Meledandri serving as producer. John Powell has composed the music, marking a significant shift in the franchise's soundtrack direction. The film has undergone extensive marketing, including a Super Bowl teaser and early preview footage at industry events. The release schedule includes a festival premiere at Annecy, followed by a theatrical debut in the United States on July 1, 2026, with subsequent streaming availability across multiple platforms under Universal's distribution agreement. Production faced an early hurdle when an audio recording from a test screening was leaked online, leading to premature exposure of the film's content. With the new trailer now available, the studio is intensifying promotional efforts ahead of the summer release, showcasing a mix of humor, mayhem, and retro Hollywood aesthetics. This installment offers a fresh setting with the old Hollywood backdrop, potentially providing a dynamic new direction for the Minions series, though the challenge remains to distinguish itself amid the franchise's history. Universal has officially debuted the final trailer for the highly anticipated Minions movie, titled Minions and Monsters, set to hit theaters this summer in July. This installment marks the third entry in the spin-off franchise and the seventh film in the Despicable Me series. The film takes viewers on a journey into Hollywood, chronicling the chaotic and true story of how the Minions achieved stardom, experienced downfall, unleashed monsters upon the world, and ultimately united to save the planet. Directed by Pierre Coffin, the co-creator and director of the original Minions, the narrative follows three minions who travel to Hollywood in the 1920s to pursue their filmmaking dreams. Their adventure takes a turn when they discover a spellbook, leading to the accidental summoning of a monster. The cast features the voice of Pierre Coffin for the Minions, alongside notable performances from Allison Janney, Christoph Waltz, Jeff Bridges, Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutch, Trey Parker, and Bobby Moynihan. The trailer showcases not only the familiar antics of the Minions, but also introduces a new monster clearly inspired by the blob horror genre, promising an entertaining Hollywood remix of the beloved characters. Following the success of Despicable Me 4, Illumination is expanding its animated universe with this riotous new chapter. Minions and Monsters is produced by Chris Meledandri and Bill Ryan and is set to premiere nationwide on July 1, 2026. The film is described as a true tale of ambition, chaos, and global peril, with the central theme encapsulated by the line, "Hollywood has a monster problem." Universal Pictures and Illumination have unveiled the final trailer for Minions and Monsters, the third installment in the Minions spin-off series, and the seventh overall entry in the Despicable Me franchise. The new film promises an action comedy narrative detailing the Minions' chaotic journey, from conquering Hollywood and becoming movie stars to unleashing monsters upon the world, culminating in a desperate effort to save the planet from the ensuing mayhem. The film is set to be directed by Oscar nominee Pierre Coffin, who previously directed the first three Despicable Me films and the initial Minions movie, and who also provided the voice work for the characters. The screenplay was co-written by Brian Lynch, who also co-wrote the script with Coffin, while Chris Meledandri and Bill Ryan are set to produce the movie. The project, which was originally scheduled for a June 2027 release, has been moved up by a full year. The Minions franchise has achieved significant global success, accumulating over $5.6 billion worldwide, with the preceding film, Minions: The Rise of Gru, grossing more than $940 million globally and sparking the viral Gentle Minions TikTok trend. Minions and Monsters is slated to premiere in cinemas on July 1st. The 1999 film The Mummy played a pivotal role in revitalizing the action horror genre and significantly redefining the career of Brendan Fraser. Stephen Sommers took on the screenplay and directing duties, marking a shift from his previous work on Disney films like The Jungle Book. Sommers was driven by a long-standing passion for the 1932 film and was eager to bring it to a modern audience. He secured a meeting with Universal Studios, and after pitching his concept, was immediately offered the opportunity to direct the remake of the Boris Karloff movie, which Universal had been attempting for 9 years as a low-budget horror film. In casting the lead actors, Sommers reportedly prioritized Brendan Fraser over other potential choices, noting that Fraser was far from the heroic archetype Rick O'Connell, being more known for comedies like George of the Jungle. For the lead actress, Sommers favored Rachel Weisz, arguing that while other young American actresses were considered, Weisz was the obvious choice, suggesting she should be English. The film was a massive commercial success, grossing over $417 million worldwide against an $80 million budget, exceeding expectations and leading to 2 sequels. The enduring appeal of The Mummy has resulted in a reunion between Fraser and Weisz 27 years later for the film The Mummy 4, which will be directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, who previously directed Scream and Scream VI. The production team expressed humility and gratitude in inheriting the franchise,